I bet you could have guessed tip number one, but tip number one is therapy. And you'll often hear people say, oh, well, you should either make sure that you do some kind of therapy, either individual therapy or couples therapy, but I would recommend both. I've done both myself. I know that my husband and I have had couples therapy together, and I have had therapy on my own. The reason why I say both is because sometimes when you're doing therapy or counseling together, issues come up in the relationship, or maybe things that you need to work on, or tools that can help you grow closer together with your partner that wouldn't be brought up in a session that you're having with yourself or by yourself. And then the reason we want to make sure that we're also doing individual therapy is because on occasion there are things that we need to unpack that we're not comfortable bringing up when our partner is around. I know I do a lot of relationship coaching, and I work with families, individuals who are interested in having a better relationship with themselves and a better relationship with God. So they are coming out of having a string of relationships, toxic relationships with the same person who happens to have a different name. And we are working on healing so that they can be ready for the relationship that God has for them. Working with couples is a little bit different. When we are working with couples, like when I've had experience, the limited experience, the experience that I have working with couples is very different in that often I will have one partner feeling unsure about a certain area of the relationship, and they want to make sure that area is being addressed, like that those issues are being addressed, but they're not sure how to convey that to their significant other. So those are the types of things that we talk about in private sessions. It's not that we're encouraging you to keep something from your partner, but it's that we're acknowledging sometimes things are going on beneath the surface that need to be addressed, but we're not ready to address those out loud with the people that we love. We need to process first so that we're not creating more harm. If you've ever been in a situation where you've had a disagreement with your partner and then wanted to talk about that in the middle of your anger, sometimes it's good to take a step back, reframe your thoughts, and then address that issue in a proactive way instead of in a reactive way. So that's tip number one, is therapy, individuals therapy and couples therapy. That brings us to tip number two. Tip number two is support groups. This is great if you have a family situation that has